Have you ever felt your heart pounding with fear, even when you know there's nothing to be afraid of? You stand at the edge of a big opportunity, but doubt freezes you. You want to speak your truth, but your voice trembles. You want to take a risk, but your mind screams, what if you fail? Fear, it's invisible, but it controls millions of lives every single day. And yet, more than a century ago, Swami Vivekananda found the secret to walk through life completely unafraid. So unafraid that his very presence could calm others. What if I told you, you too can break free from fear, not by fighting it, but by understanding the one secret Vivekananda mastered? Stay with me till the very end of this video, because today you will learn why fear controls you, how Vivekananda crushed fear in real-life situations, a simple, daily mental practice you can start tonight, and the one belief that, if you live it, fear will never control you again. Welcome back to Awaken with Swami Vivekananda. If you're new here, hit subscribe, because here we don't just talk about spirituality, we live it and transform fear into power. Let's begin. Why we fear, the invisible chain. Most people think fear comes from danger, but that's not true anymore. A tiger in front of you, yes, fear is good, it saves your life. But today most fears are illusions. Fear of people's opinions, fear of failing, fear of embarrassment, fear of loss. These are mental ghosts, but they cause real pain. Modern psychology calls this anticipatory anxiety. Your mind predicts worst-case scenarios to protect you, but in doing so it cages you. Swami Vivekananda knew this without fancy brain scans. He said, fear is death, fear is sin, fear is hell, fear is unrighteousness, fear is wrong life. He knew fear blocks your courage, your creativity, and your soul's purpose. Let me tell you stories that most people don't know. Vivekananda, then a young monk named Narendra, was once walking through the narrow streets of Varanasi. A gang of fierce monkeys blocked his way. He tried to run, but the more he ran, the bolder they got, baring teeth, grabbing at his robes. An old monk shouted to him, "Face them, don't run away." Instantly, Narendra turned around, stood tall, and looked the monkeys straight in the eye. They scattered. That day he learned, running feeds fear, facing kills it. Before Chicago 1893, he was penniless in America. He didn't even have the entry pass for the Parliament of Religions. For days, he slept in a boxcar and starved. Did he break? No. When he finally stood up to speak, he had no paper, no rehearsed notes, only unshakable fearlessness and the message of Vedanta. He started with 5 words, Sisters and Brothers of America. The entire hall of thousands rose in a standing ovation, not because of his English, but because of the fearless power in his presence. People he trusted betrayed him. He faced character attacks from rivals and critics. Money was stolen from him. He never lost his calm. Why? Because he held a single secret. True fearlessness comes when you remember who you truly are. Not the body, not the ego, but the infinite soul. He taught, be not afraid of anything, you will do marvelous work. It is fearlessness that brings heaven even in a moment. Why do you fear today? Because modern life gives you too much overthinking, too little clarity, too much comparing, too little self-belief, too many fake threats. What will they think? Will I lose my job? Will they love me forever? Your brain stores every small failure as a threat. It learns to avoid discomfort, but avoidance is poison. It feeds fear and makes your mind weaker every day. Vivekananda's secret: fearlessness is a muscle. Fearlessness is not a switch you turn on once. It is a muscle you build daily. How? Vivekananda taught 3 daily practices to destroy fear at its roots. 1. Face it. The 5-second rule. When fear arises, don't run. Don't stall. Practice the 5-second rule. Feel the fear. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the action anyway. Want to speak up in a meeting? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Talk. Want to call someone you've been avoiding? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Call. Action kills fear's roots faster than thinking ever can. Vivekananda would say, face the brutes. To watch it, become the silent witness. He said, stand aside and watch the mind. It is like a mad monkey, but you are not the monkey, you are the witness. Whenever fear strikes, breathe slowly. Say, I am not this fear, I am the observer. Science calls this metacognition, the power to step back and watch thoughts without drowning in them. This trains your mind to see fear as just passing weather, not who you are. 3. Replace it. Anchor in the higher self. Vivekananda's biggest teaching: you are not weak, you are the Atman, pure, fearless, infinite. When fear strikes, repeat, I am not this body, I am the soul, fearless, free, and divine. This lifts you above ego fears, fear of judgment, rejection, loss. Daily 10-minute fearless ritual. Let's do this together. Sit quietly, close your eyes. 1. Take 3 deep breaths. 2. Bring to mind one fear that controls you right now. Maybe fear of failure or loss or people's opinions. 3. Say, I see you, fear, but I am not you. I am the fearless soul. Visualize a bright fire in your chest burning this fear to ashes. Open your eyes and write down one action you'll take today to face this fear. Repeat daily. When fear strikes at night, fear loves the dark. It whispers worst-case scenarios when you're alone at 3 a.m. Next time, sit up in bed. Place your hand on your heart. Whisper, I am safe, I am free, I am fearless. Visualize your fear as a small shadow. Watch it shrink in your mind's light. Sleep like a monk. 7-day Fearless Challenge. For the next 7 days, use the 5-second rule whenever you catch fear. Meditate 10 minutes on your fearless soul. Face at least one small fear daily, a difficult call, asking for help, sharing your idea. Write what happens. Fear shrinks, you grow. Modern science proves it. Neuroscience shows facing fear, exposure, reduces the fear response in your amygdala. Watching fear mindfully builds stronger neural pathways for courage. Affirming your higher self activates parts of your brain linked to confidence. Vivekananda knew all this before fMRI scanners existed. All this comes down to one truth. You are the infinite soul. The body will die, people will gossip, success will come and go, but you are beyond all fear. When you live this daily, what can frighten you? Say aloud now, I am fearless, I face fear with power, I am the soul, free, fearless, divine. Write it in the comments, print it on your wall, live it. Fear wastes your life's biggest treasure, your time. Vivekananda didn't waste a second. He faced pain, rejection, betrayal, without fear. He wanted lions, not sheep. Be that lion. Face fear. Master your mind. Free your soul. Share this video with someone who needs courage today. Comment, I am fearless like Vivekananda. Subscribe. Stay awake, stay bold, and keep walking the fearless path Vivekananda showed us.